Welcome back to part 2 of identifying and graphing sequences. This one's going to be talking about constructing and graphing the sequences. You can graph a sequence on a coordinate plane by plotting the points where you have your position and then your term indicated in a table that you use to generate the terms. Construct and graph the sequence described. The go-kart racing charges are $5 for a go-kart license and $2 for each lap. Use the explicit rule, the function of n, where 2n plus 5. Complete the table to represent the cost of the first 4 laps. And we did this in our Explore activity that we started with in part 1, so this is very familiar. So in our first term, replace n with 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. And so my term is 7. And so my ordered pair is going to be 1, 7. The second term, replace with 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 is my second term. So my ordered pair is 2, 9. The third term is 11. And the fourth term is 13. So now I can take these points and I can graph them. So 1, 7. 2, 9, 3, 11, and 4, 13. Okay, you notice that this is not connected, and remember earlier we talked about how we could not use the domain of 1 through 4 because you can't do a half of a lap. You can't have a half of a lap. So it had to be whole numbers, and so it's just a series of disconnected points that describe this sequence. Okay. All right. So let's practice with this one. A movie rental club charges $20 a month plus $5 membership fee. Use the explicit rule for function of n equals 20n plus 5. So it's $20 each month plus a $5 membership fee, which is our initial value to start with. Okay, so we're going to complete the table. So the function of 1, so the first term is 20 times 1 plus 5. 20 times 1 is 20. 20 plus 5 is 25. So my term is 25. My second term, replacing n with 2. 20 times 2 is 40. 40 plus 5 is 45. So my second term is 45. Oops. Forgot to finish filling that out. Third term, replace n with 3. 20 times 3 is 60. 60 plus 5 is 65. So my third term is 65. And then go ahead and continue working these down. I'll be right back with you. Okay, you should have very similar values. So our terms should be 25, 45, 65, 85, 105, and 125. And now we're going to write them in ordered pairs. So it's 1, 25, 2, 45, 3, 65, 4, 85, 5, 105, and 6, 125. And now we can use these to graph these points. So 125 be about here. 245 about here. 365, 485, 5, 105, and 6, 125. Do we connect these dots? Correct, because we can't pay for a part of a month. We have to pay for a whole month. So it's for each whole month. So therefore it's disconnected dots. Okay. All right, so we're going to construct and graph the sequence described. A pizza place is having a special. If you order a large pizza for a regular price of $17, You can order any number of additional pizzas for $8.50 apiece. Use the recursive rule of the first term being 17 if function of n equals the function of n minus 1 plus 85 or $8.50 for each whole number n greater than 1. So we are going to let's do 5 of them, 5 terms. So here we have our t-chart, we have our n, and we have our function of n. This is our position, this is our term. We're going to do the first 5. Oops, said 5, wrote 5. Okay, so we know our first term is $17. And we're going to be using this rule. And so this is our recursive rule. So the first term, 1 minus, oh no, this is for our second term, sorry. Second term. So 2 minus 1 is 1. And so we know that our first term was 17. So we have 17 plus $8.50. And when I add that, I get $25.50. And then for our third term, 3 minus 1 is 2. So if we look at our second term, we had $25.50. So $25.50 plus $8.50. And we're going to get 34. And then our fourth term, 4 minus 1 is 3. So our third term plus our $8.50. Our third term was 34 plus $8.50. And we're going to get $42.50. And then our last term, which is the fifth term, 5 minus 1 is 4. And that was $42.50 plus $8.50. And that's going to give us $51. All right, so now we have our ordered pairs. Our 5 ordered pairs, we have 1 and 17, 2, $25.50, 34, 4 is $42.50, and then 5 will be up here above, so it'll be up here somewhere. Okay, so our first 4 terms fit. So here's our domain, here's our domain, here's our range. Our first 5 terms are 17, $25.50, 34, $42.50, and 51. Okay. Are they connected in a line? No, because you can't buy half of a pizza. Traditionally, when you go to the store, they want you to buy a whole pizza. Here's another one. The gym charges $100 of a membership fee and the $20 monthly fee. Use the explicit rule of function of n equals 20n plus 100 to construct and graph the sequence. Find the first 4 terms. Solve to find out what the terms are, and graph the ordered pairs. Come back in a moment and you can check your answers against mine. So you should have found the first 4 terms. The first 4 terms are 120, 140, 160, and 180. And when you graph these ordered pairs, you should get a series of disconnected dots on a graph, not a line, that looks just like this. If you have any questions, please make sure you see your teacher. Thank you.